Oh, yes. More. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have the next Macallan from the 1824 series here on my cask. And if you would like to see the introduction video, please click here. There I present all the 4 whiskies of the 1824 series. This one is the second cheapest, the Amber. And it's called Amber because of the natural color from the casks. And all those casks come from Spain, from Jerez, and all those casks are sherry casks. This whiskey is slightly more expensive than the gold and shows a more darker color, more intense color, well, an amber color. Have a look at the card box as well. Is everything the same, just the word Amber. And on the back there are also all those explanations I've read in the other video. And here in the end there is the whiskey maker's notes, and this is Bob Delgado, who is the whiskey maker at Macallan, and he says, "This amber spirit is polite, almost apologetic at first, with a floral citrus sweet nose that gains presence, commanding a chorus of sweet vanilla notes over freshly harvested grain. Resin, sultana and cinnamon look as the toffee apples and candy floss step into the limelight. On the palate, fresh green apples and lemon mingle with cinnamon. Ginger notes hover as fruit takes over, with subglow lingering in the wings. The final is light to medium, with the soft fruits and cereal slightly dry." Whoa. Well, a few things are different. That the citrus note shall be that present means this whiskey is younger than the other one, because the citrus notes belong to the distillery character, and the citrus notes are then converted with the maturation to older, sweeter, to oranges, to sweeter notes, so that the citrus notes show youngness. Why is this one then darker? Well, there might be a bigger content of fresh sherry cask, first fill sherry cask in it. Yeah, green apples. Green apples always show young whiskey, because these are those esters which the yeast strains produce during fermentation, and these esters are then more oxidized during the maturation process. Yeah. The color is definitely lighter than in the 12-year-old, where this one is a wonderful amber hue, and the 12-year-old shows a more brownish, darkish, more settled color. So here we go. Mist. So this one has also 40% ABV, as the 12-year-old has. But I took a video of the 12-year-old and I compared the 40% against the 43%. So there are differences, and there are differences between the batches. And whenever you find differences between what I'm saying here and your tasting, then it might also have to do with the batches. Because Macallan typically produces whiskey from 50 casks and this goes into a batch, and this is, well, the bottling line. Everything is constructed to those 50 casks. Oh, yes. Wow. The citrus note is present, very present, and together with a lot of fruit. So this fruitiness is also darker fruitiness, those raisins and sultanas. This means this is sherry influence, and the citrus note is the young spirit from the stills. Oakiness also showing up, so there are probably younger European oak casks. And cinnamon and vanilla. Oh, cinnamon. This is one of my favorite. If we compare the 12-year-old, well, the same basic aroma. But it's from the sherry influence, it's quite close. This one shows more spiciness, and this one has a lot more fruit. Definitely. If you would say which one is more forward, more aggressive, more demanding, then it's the amber. And if you would like to have an old one, a settled one, a mature one, showing age, then it's the 12-year-old. But also the citrus and oranges are coming through, and the oranges are not present here. So the amber will be several years younger than the 12-year-old. Yeah. Quite mild and smooth in the taste, and in the aftertaste the oak is showing up. Not that wild and intense as the gold had, but pleasant spiciness arranging with the distillery character, with the citrus note. Wonderfully complex and well balanced. This is this is very close to a whiskey, what I would say typical Macallan, and a wonderful Speyside, and worth the money you spend on this. This is, well, very close to, I think this one will conquer one of the places of my very few favorite whiskies. Yes. It does not show the age of the Macallan 12-year-old, no, but it shows a complexity and an intense aroma which the 12-year-old does not bring. Yeah. All of you, and now the cask, slightly chocolate, a little bit of ginger, yeah. Those of you who say never whiskies without an age statement on them, they are losing on this one. Macallan might have an average age which lies for this bottle below the 12-year-old, but all the aromas they were able to create by using whiskies of different ages, the intense young ones, the settled old ones, bring a complexity which a whiskey with an age statement, you have to have 12 years old, can't bring. So the impact. So it's different. There are times I would prefer an old one over this one, definitely. But sometimes, if I'm looking for intense aromas, then this one would be my favorite. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. There's more to come, at least one, the Sienna. And feel free to discuss this whiskey with me in our vlog or in our forum on Whisky.com.